I want that Yeukanon. You're going to call the book of John. What does Yeukanon mean? Oh, what did you say? You said the leader of the pack. What did you say? Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, John is the guy by prostitute. Yeukanon is, Yahuwah is gracious. That's a different for us. His name means Yahuwah is gracious, which we should all know that. Isn't that right?
Yes, sir.
So the Most High is gracious. Let's see something. See if it's Ephesians chapter 2 and about verse Ephesians chapter 2. Let's see if it's about verse 8. Other one still got me. Yeukanon chapter 6 at verse 44. All right, listen to the book.
For by Khan are ye saved through faith.
Which is the shorted, the C-H-A-N. Khan is grace. Isn't that right? These are the Abari words, not the Hellenistic part of what we've been taught and what we've been given. Y'all familiar with that terminology?
Yes.
How many of y'all not familiar with that terminology? These crackers, they give y'all kind of stuff. Like Cannon said, these crackers want me locked up in their Johnny cage. I think that's how you spell it. This is only dealing with the Greek and the Roman influence. So you hear the terminology Hellenistic, and basically, when you're a Christian, when you taught their philosophy, basically that's all you've been given is hell.
That's right.
So you hear these terminologies, then you have to start to watch these people on everything. So you deal with the Hellenistic, you deal with the Greek influence. That's how you deal with the Roman influence during the time of Alexander the Gay. Y'all familiar with him?
Yes.
None of them been great. They're gay.
That's right.
Alexander the Gay, all the rest of these other riding people they have and they giving us. We got Cleopatra, Mark, Anthony.
Yep.
All this is during the period of time, what they call it, probably around about 31, what they're going to call it, BC.
BC, that's right.
Bastard Christ.
That's right.
They're bastard Christ that these people created and they're giving us and made a fool. Are y'all writing this down? Hellenistic, 31 BC. You know, deal with the era of Mark Antony, Cleopatra.
That's right.
When they was conquered by who? Octavius?
Octavius, that's right.
Yeah. You know about that?
I know all about it.
All right. Y'all need to write it down. Because what hurts us is when, again, when we sit down and we're taught, when people just come along shoving the book in our face, and there's no other history before that, it kind of lessens our knowledge. It kind of dampens our knowledge. It kind of, when all you know is just what this book says and you're dealing with something that's been transgender, it's really going to hurt you. Y'all got it? That's how you got a lot of the dogma you got today, which is just short for their doctrine, or another name for doctrine. That's how they came along and they kind of messed us up. So our job is to try to come back and try to reestablish our people in the present moment, which is the truth.
That's right.
Because a lot of things they told us is why we're in the situation we're in. Everything these white people told you, it doesn't line up for the doctrine. It doesn't line up for what we actually been taught. Y'all got all this oppressive doctrine of not owning weapons and praying for enemies and all these different things that they told us. This is not something they do for us.
That's right. That's right.
Y'all got it? So when you start looking at the Hellenistic doctrine or this teaching these people got, which is their influence, you can find this all across the Mediterranean, what they call Asia. You can go to the Philippines. What is somebody? All right. Are those gunshots? What is those, fireworks? Is that the Valentine? What is that, the Valentine? Cupid? Cupid, draw back your bow. What is that anyway?
I like fireworks.
What is that? Probably one of the spots. Fireworks for Valentine's Day? Should have been firework before Valentine's Day.
Right.
Isn't that right? The doctrine's so piss poor. But anyway, you're going to deal with more of the influence of their influence like around Asia, the Mediterranean, plus around about Turkey. You just see where any of these areas you go, you'll notice you'll always find the Christian influence. I told you, you have to follow these white people to see their footprint. White people have to factuate to make up their creation and different things they've done. They'll give you dates and time period because they try to wipe away everybody else's history. Most of the people of our color don't actually know what their original name or color is. They all come back and say somewhat sub-Saharan, Nubian, and all these other different types they come over. All these are going to be Greek, what they'll call Egyptian, which is no such thing as Egyptian. Again, this is white influence because the actual name for the area and the people would be called Mitzrayim. Cush is also a relative of them, but you wouldn't call them Cush. They would actually be called Mitzrayim. Everybody's either named by their region or by their father.
Yes, sir.
Y'all got it? They will be named by their father. We refer them as Mitzrayim. We would never refer them as Egyptians. This is something the white people did. This is part of confusion. So certain things we say, it kind of hurts us when you're dealing with white people. When you're trying to defend the validity of your existence. You tell the white man that you're an African. You tell him you're a sub-Saharan Nubian. In these different types that you would call them, wouldn't make sense for you. It wouldn't make sense for us. It makes sense for him because it shows just how far we actually matriculated in the knowledge. Got it? So our goal is to kind of look at him as we look at the book and we can kind of see where he's came in or where he's come in and done a lot of damage to us. Y'all got it?
Right.
Now he told us by Khan are you saved, which is the Abari word for Khan. Khan is the word, not gain. Everything else is basically going to be hell. It wouldn't actually say it means grace, but this is what they would use. We probably look up their word and we find a whole different meaning.
Right.
But by Khan are ye saved, and not of your what?
Are ye saved through faith, and that not of yourselves?
Which would make sense, because let's see what he told us. At 7, hold that, Euchanan chapter 7. Euchanan chapter 7, verse 38. Listen to the book.
He that believeth on me.
Let them get it. They'll call it John, but the actual name again is Euchanan. Euchanan, chapter 7, verse 38. See this? He that believeth on me.
As the scripture hath said.
Out.
Of his belly shall flow rivers of living water.
Y'all hear this? Which is going to be a constant. This is what you'll find when you find not the word prophet, but a nabah. A nabah is somebody actually, we don't actually have prophets. A prophet would actually be somebody that will soothsay. Somebody that will use enchantment or wizardry for God. God is another Greek domination. These are all terminology that we would not actually use. Again, all these are other things just showing you the Hellenistic influence on just how far these people actually went. Again, wherever the white man has gone, this is what he left you with. Hellenistic, he's left us in hell. That's what you find. Everywhere his foot is gone, he's left this religion. I mean, you can find it anywhere. In any Muslim country, Islamic country, you're going to find Christianity. We're going to find hell. That's why you're going to find the people killing one another, because white people don't leave hell behind them. Y'all got it? It can be a forest in front of them. When white people leave, they're going to burn it. They're going to destroy all of it. They're going to suck all the nutrients from the ground. It is. That's why you find them being destroyed. When the weather comes, bad weather comes, nobody get it worse than white people.
That's right. That's right.
When tragedy comes, white people get it bad. So in order to make it seem like it fell, white people just got to go kill other people. Nobody got to take no guns and shoot them. When that weather come through, they naturally going to get hit with it. If it's a cold freeze coming, white people going to suffer.
Yeah.
If it's going to be anything come through, white people going to suffer behind it. You got it? So they got to go and kill and bomb and create diseases to give to our people to make us feel like, listen, all of us are dying. We're not all dying. White people killing us.
That's right.
Yahuwah killing them.
Yes, sir.
Y'all got it?
That's right.
They've been told, they just don't listen. Look at the book of Allah Shemut. Again, they don't want to look. They'll take it. They don't want to, but they know it's right.
That's right.
Allah Shemut, chapter 4. Think about verse 17. Are those actually 5 words? For Valentine's Day. That's about the dumbest I've seen it. I don't know how they get away with this stuff. I guarantee it's a nigga. Or if our people had a brain, we'd be dangerous.
Yeah.
The actual name is not Exodus. You'll see the term Exodus. Exodus has absolutely nothing to do with us. The actual terminology of the actual name is called Allah Shemut. Tell them what this means, Aki?
These are the names.
And. The is for and. Y'all just start saying these were the names. You would actually say the for the and. And these were the names. Y'all got it? Got to remember the ooh. Got it? All right. Let's see what happens. This is ooh ala shemut. They'll call Exodus chapter 4. What we said, verse 19? Verse 17. Listen to the book.
And thou shalt take this rod in thine hand, wherewith thou shalt do signs.
Mm-hmm.
And Moshe went and returned to Jethro, his Abba-in-law, and said unto him, Let me go, I pray thee, and return unto my Aki, which are in Mitzrayim, and see whether they be yet alive.
Take me up probably about 14 then. Four? 14? Listen.
And the anger of Yahuwah was kindled against Moshe. And he said, Is not Aharon of Lui the Aki? I know that he can speak well. And also, behold, he
Let
cometh
me ask you
forth.
something about that, Brandon. You just said something. We said Aharon. I was looking at that. I didn't see the ooh. Is the ooh? I'm curious. Let me ask you something. Have you looked at that to see was the ooh there in his name?
I don't believe it is.
It's not. I appreciate that. This again, what happened with us? A lot of things, as we go, we'll make corrections as we go, because we kind of took somebody's word, because the ooh is not actually there. His name will actually be Aharon. Aharon. Y'all got it? Because the ooh is not actually there. Y'all got it? So we don't have the ooh. We got the olive. The olive. This could actually be the Every time you see the a, it's not actually always the olive. Because a lot of times you'll find in there it's more the ooh than the olive. Y'all got it? We know the ha, and then we got the rosh, and then we got the noon. Y'all got it? But we don't have the ooh. So for his name is Aharon. Y'all got it? He told us Aharon. See, a lot of times what's happening with our people, unlike with us, and I appreciate that, Key. I know Brandon and Basha do a lot more going back, and I appreciate that, and some other ones.
It might be.
I looked at it. I didn't see the ooh.
Yeah.
I didn't
just think
see
in my mind, I think it is, but it has a Nikud on it, but I think it is in it.
And in the Nikud.
Well, it
Probably
would pronounce it
Nikud.
Ron, like an O, but it's the ooh is there.
The ooh.
I'm sure, yeah.
It's for the Nikud.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all familiar with the Nikud? The Nikud that he just brought up. Write this down. N-I-Q-U-D. Or you can find it spelled N-I-K-K-U-D. You want to know this. What the Nikud is, the Nikud are what they call vowel points when using the dots. When you find stuff like just using a letter, sometimes you'll find a dot. And what that dot will actually supposed to represent was what we'll look at is called the Masoretic. Y'all got it? So you start to deal with the Masoretic of our people, right? You'll find people saying they're Masoretic Jews. You heard that terminology? People ask what someone say Masonic or what they try to call themselves. Well, Masoretic is actually the terminology we use, which will actually been when what was believed that our people had gone back. The time periods are different because you're going to find some going to tell you about Azara. That Azara. I sure like put my foot in somebody behind. Not Ezra, his name is Azara, who they'll say responsible for going back and creating our letter from changing from the ancient, which the ancient would actually be the pictogram. Where's the board? Let me see that board. Don't we have the paper? We just got the board. Put the board. Let me see that. About two of them? That's double work, right? Well, that'd be fine. Somebody can walk on that side. They can stay on this side. Come on, you can stay on that side. You don't walk? Why are you trying to get in front of me? See, trying to pay leadership. Well, what you'll see here at the top, what people call the pictogram is actually believed to actually been the ancient, not the pictogram. Y'all got it? Then we'll start to come with, I guess, after the pictogram is now how people, when we go back to trace our language down, you actually find these characters more than you'll see the pictogram. Pictogram is what we believe that our people will actually have written. Only problem you won't find a lot of our writings with the pictogram. Am I correct? That's going to be rare. You're going to actually find this in our writings. This is going to be the ox head. Come on down, nigga. Come on down. So people can see the ox head, which is the olive. the best you see here with the pictogram is how they is what believe they would have wrote. But more of our writings when we go back to look at our ancient are actually here. Y'all got it? Here's what they would call a martyr. Y'all see these at the bottom? This is called a martyr. On one belief is that Azara actually took it and went back and reconstructed and created this system of writing. Y'all got it? This was the system of writing he did after the period of belief that our stuff was burned up and everything, that Azra went back and copied this and started using this different technique here. Well, the Masoretics are the people they believe that came along after and took it and started to create the vowel points. Because when you see this, one of the problems you will have with our writings when we look at the ancient is that when you see, just say the arm is what? Arm, the mem. So for the people, arm, well, the same thing. Rosh, I'm missing the Rosh, right? Hold on for a minute. The aim, okay. Similar to, for the mem. So the olive, then you got the mem. Did I write that right for the mem? Did I write that right for the mem? Okay, good. But when you're using it for mother, which is we'll use aim, the vowel point, the Nakud system actually helps us know to pronounce it as. The Nakud system actually helps us to know to pronounce it as aim for mother and not for arm for people. Because it's sometime in the spelling when we do it, what becomes to be the problem is you don't know when it's saying one word or the other. So what the Nakud vowel system kind of come along, point system kind of come along, and lets us know it will pronounce it as aim for mother and not arm for people. Got me? So everywhere you see it wouldn't be the same. So that's where this system would kind of work, the Nakud system. So those people referred to as the Masoretic that actually came along with that system that you would know how to, that they would call pronunciate. You got it? In a shorted form and otherwise. Y'all kind of understand that now? Because sometimes you see the word you don't actually know. You would assume it's saying so, it's actually not. Y'all got it? Just like the same way you would write Shaul would be similar to how you would write Hell. The name Shaul and Sheol, which is for hell, but you're going to spell them with the ancient, it's going to come out spelled the same way. So now you're going to think it's talking about the name Shaul when it's actually talking about hell. It's what they would call hell. That makes sense? You got it? So that's where the Nakud system actually would come in with the vowel points. And before, originally, we fought the Nakud system. I fought it because based on, and this is the thing we want to get our people to the point of doing. A lot of things we fight out of fear, or we fight basically because that's what you know.
Yeah.
I fought and defended Jesus, that's what I know. You're going to fight to do what you know until you know a better system, until you find out where the chinks in the armor at in the system. Y'all got it?
That's right.
So you tend to go with what you know. Let's look at something. While I'm talking, what I told them at 4:14, pick me up at Olive, Shemuel. They're going to call it Samuel. Shemuel. 17. Let's see if it's 17:17. Aleph. So we put the Aleph for first. Why we just do? We could use a card because a card would be one. You got it? We could use Shani for second because it would be two. Y'all got it? Whatever we did, Aleph and Beth. Who knows? Sometimes people just do stuff. People don't actually think to say if it's the first, why won't we use a card? Right? But we know the Aleph is the first Aleph Beth. Who knows? As we go, we change. This is what I tell them about it, especially for our people got to do. We've been damaged. And damaged people just like a woman being beat. You can take your hands up to hug her. She's been hit and beat a lot. She's not going to be real recipient to a hug. She's going to more or less be fit to protect. Because we had so much damage to it. It's just hard to know who to trust. Even my own people. Our own people have been used in part of the desecration of our people, or the dumbing down of our people, because they haven't been honest. They hadn't had a real concern about it. These guys been more concerned about either getting these women drawn, molesting these kids, or having sex with another man.
That's right.
or stealing our money.
Yep.
Those are about the four premises that get all our Every one of them fall pretty much about the same thing.
Yep.
Is it going to be a woman, a man, kids, or money?
Yep.
So our people got a lot of fear, but for whatever reason, we trust the white man, though.
Yeah.
Let's see what happened on here. This is Olive, a card, if people feel better, a card for one. A card, Shamuel, that they call 1 Samuel 17 and about 17. Listen to the book.
And Jesse said unto Daud his being, Take now for thy Ikee an ephah of this parched corn, and these 12 loaves, and run to the camp to thy Ikee, and carry these 10 cheeses unto the captain of their 1,000, and look how thy Ikee fare, and take their pledge.
Mm-hmm.
Now Shaul and they and all the Anashim of Yashraal were in the valley of Elah, fighting with the Philistines. And Daud rose up early in the morning, and he left the sheep with a keeper, and took and went, as Jesse had commanded him.
Yeah.
And he came to the trench, as the host was going forth to the fight, and shouted for the battle. For Yashraal and the Philistines had put the battle in array, army against army.
Yeah.
And Daud left his carriage in the hand of the keeper of the carriage,
Yeah.
and ran into the army, and came and saluted his Ikee.
Yeah.
And as he talked with them, behold, there came up the champion, the Philistine of Gath, Goliath by name, out of the armies of the Philistines, and spake according to the same Dabarim. And Daud heard them. And all the Anashim of Yashraal, when they saw the Ish, fled from him, and were sore afraid.
Yeah.
And the Anashim of Yashraal said, Have ye seen this Ish that is come up? Surely to defy Yashraal is he come up. And it shall be that the Ish who killeth him, the Malak will enrich him with great riches, and would give him his bath, and make his Abba's house free in Yashraal.
Yeah.
And Daud spake to the Anashim that stood by him, saying, What shall be done to the Ish that killeth this Philistine, and taketh away the reproach from Yashraal? For who is this uncircumcised Philistine, that he should defy the armies of the living Elohim?
Yeah.
And the arm answered him after this manner, saying, So shall it be done to the Ish that killeth him.
Yeah.
And Eliab, his eldest Ikee, heard when he spake against the Ish. And Eliab's anger was kindled against Daud.
Yeah.
And he said, Why camest thou down hither?
Yeah.
And with whom hast thou left those few sheep in
What
the
did
wilderness?
Tell me what he know.
I know thy pride
Yeah.
and the naughtiness of thine heart.
What happened?
For thou art come down that thou mayest see the battle.
Come on.
And Daud said, What have I now done? Is there not a cause?
Yeah.
And he turned from him toward another, and spake after the same manner. And the arm answered him again after the former manner. And when the Dabarim were heard which Daud spake, they rehearsed them before Shaul. And he sent for him. And Daud said to Shaul, Let no Ish heart fail because of him.
What happened?
Thy servant will go and fight with this Philistine.
Tell me what happened.
And Shaul said to Daud,
Yeah.
Thou art not able to go against this Philistine to
Listen.
fight with him, for thou art but a youth,
What happened?
and he a Ish of war from his youth.
What happened?
And Daud said unto Shaul, Thy servant kept his Abba's sheep,
Tell me what happened.
and there came a lion and a bear, and took a lamb out of the flock.
What happened?
And I went after him, and smote him, and delivered it out of his mouth.
What happened?
And when he arose against me,
What you
I
do?
caught him by his beard,
Yeah.
and smote him, and slew him.
What happened?
Thy servant slew both the lion and the bear,
What happened?
and this uncircumcised Philistine
Yeah.
shall be as one of them.
What was his confidence, Ikee? Huh? Why? Why would you use that? Why? Two witnesses. That's your law. That's 2 Corinthians 13 and 1. Let's see what he told us. 2 Corinthians 13 and 1. See, this is what hurt us. A lot of times, where we should get our salvation, where we should get our confidence from, we don't get it from them. Second Corinthians 13 and 1. Listen to the book.
This is the third time I am coming to you.
How many times it is?
This is the third time I
He
am
said,
coming
it's
to
the
you.
third time I'm coming to you. Tell me what happened.
In the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses
What you want me to do?
shall every debar be established.
Then he just told you what he did. He said, our servant kept his Abba sheep. He said, there came a bear and a lion. And he said this uncircumcised Philistine going to be one of them. This will be the third time. According to your law, at the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses.
That's
what
right.
was y'all using? See, this is the problem. We keep looking for power and strength. The power and strength for us come from the Dabarim.
That's right.
If you paid attention, he just told you what happened. He that believeth on me as the lion and the bear. Scripture hath. Well, he just told his confidence was in. He went and told about one time he killed a bear. I really can't take that. My law don't even let me take it.
Right.
See, the problem is with us, a lot of things we believe before hadn't been established according to the law. This is why people lack the simplicity or lack salvation. At the mouth of 2, or actually out of the mouth. It don't make no sense at the mouth. 2 or 3 witnesses, every Dabarim is supposed to be established. Right? Well, we listen to what he told us. Let's see what he told. Let's finish up what he told in Aleph Shemuel, chapter 17. What verse we left off at?
36.
Verse 36.
Yes,
Listen.
sir. Thy servant slew both the lion and the bear.
2 witnesses. And what happened?
And this uncircumcised Philistine
Should do what?
be as one of them.
This is the third time. This will be the third time. This will be the third time. Listen.
Seeing he hath defied the the armies of the living Elohim.
Listen.
Daoud said, moreover, Yahuwah that delivered me out of the paw of the lion
Listen.
and out of the paw of the bear,
What happened?
he will deliver me out of the hand of this Philistine.
Listen.
And Shaul said unto Daoud,
What did he say?
Go, and Yahuwah be with thee.
What else happened?
And Shaul armed Daoud with his armor,
Listen.
and he put an helmet of brass upon his head.
Tell him what happened. Son.
Also he armed him with a coat of mail,
Listen.
and Daoud girded his sword upon his armor,
What happened?
and he essayed to go.
And he started to go. Didn't say he did. He said he started to go. Listen.
For he had not proved it.
That's what we got to look at. So we should have never went out with Christianity. We couldn't prove it. We can't prove it. It's got a start date. That's always going to be a problem.
Yeah.
For us, our start date starts with the word Barashit.
Yes, sir.
Can't put a number. It's just in the beginning. Barashit.
That's right.
Isn't that right? Their stuff got a start date. For the fall, you can go back to the Hellenistic period.
Yep.
Isn't that right? Before their 30 so-called BC.
Yep.
Before the bastard Christ come along, they got. Isn't that right? Any little cult white baby is a bastard to us.
Yep.
Isn't that right? They're illegitimate. We don't serve them. We don't worship. We believe in the birth of one. But it's according to the Dabarim. Isn't that right? A lot of things they told us don't actually line up. Let's look at something. We know it is, but you take things based off what they told you. Look at the book of Yeshayahu. Yasha. Yahoo, they're going to call it Isaiah. Chapter 7 and verse, I don't know, give me verse 8. Listen to the book.
For the head of Syria is Damascus, and the head of Damascus is Rezin.
Yeah.
And within 65 years shall Ephraim be broken, that it be not an
Listen.
And the head of Ephraim is Samaria, and the head of Samaria is Remaliah's Ben.
Yeah.
If ye will not believe, surely ye shall not be established.
See that? Which makes sense. He that believeth on me, as the scripture said. That would make sense. How you going to be saved? How you going to be established if you don't believe? Y'all got it? How you got the book of Oriah, chapter 24, verse 20. Make it verse 20. They're going to call it Luke. What's Luke's last name? Skywalker. White people always give you imaginary stuff. That's why they can throw it again to Star Wars. The name is Oriah. Isn't that right?
Yes, sir.
Light of Yahuwah. It's a major difference than what they told. What does Luke mean? What does it mean? Who knows? Everything we got has a meaning to it. Every name has a meaning to it.
That's right.
And everything's got a season, it's got a time, everything's got a purpose to it. All right, let's see. Listen to the book.
And how the Rosh Kohanim and our rulers delivered him to be condemned to death.
See that? How they took him and condemned him to death. And what else happened?
And have crucified him.
And have crucified him. What happened?
But we trusted that it had been he which should have redeemed Yasharal.
And tell me what the time period is.
And besides all this,
what happened?
This Yom is the third Yom.
That's how important it was for them. Because if he didn't do it on the time period he told us, then everything we believe has been in vain. They ain't say around about the third Yom, or they're going to call the third day, which is Shalashiyum. They knew exactly. Besides all what happened, they looked at this is the third Yom. This is it. This is Shalashiyum. This is how important it is for our salvation, that everything he told us was supposed to line up. Because he told us that he was going to be taken, he was going to be delivered in the hands of wicked men, and they were going to betray him, and what they was going to do to him, they were going to slide, and that on the Shalashiyum, that he was going to resurrect. Now these people are sitting here looking at this saying, and besides all that, because we trusted that it had been him. And they saying, besides all of that, this is the third Yom. So if he hadn't did it, then our faith is void. This is what you got to have to be saved. How does faith come? What do you have to hear? When you hear it, it's got to line up. You got to have at least 2 to 3 witnesses. That's where everything can be established. You can't believe that off one witness. People take stuff and they just run and say, where's one? Let me just, you just got to think. This is problem. This is problem number 1. You ain't never been told, just think. You've been taught. This is why we start here a lot of times in your Ukanon 644, because it's written in the Nabah.
Right.
What's written in the Nabah? Who should be all taught? Who? Who should be taught? Well, according to the Nabah, according to Yeshayahu, it said all your children. So it's going to still be. They shall all be taught. It's going to make sense when we find him telling us the same thing here, because the children are all of them.
That's right.
Everyone that's going to be taught are going to be one of his children, which is determined. We're going to use Beni. So it still lines up to say the thing. And Yeshayahu is going to say all your children, all your Beni. Here it's going to say they shall all be taught of it. It's still telling you the same thing.
Yes, sir.
They ain't talking about everybody in no planet on the world, or in the world that they call, which is the Arash for us. They're telling you everyone that's going to be taught are going to be his children.
Yeah. Yeah.
Still saying the same thing.
Yeah.
If all your children shall be taught of me, then it said they shall all be taught of him. Who? All who? All his children. Still saying the same thing. Listen to the book.
And besides all this Yom is the Shalishiyum, since these things were done.
Listen.
Yea, and certain Nashim also of our company made us astonished.
Certain of them made us astonished. Tell me why.
Which were early at the sepulchre.
Uh-huh.
And when they found not his body,
what did they do?
They came saying that they had also seen a Kazun of Malachim, which said that he was alive.
Yeah.
And certain of them which were with us went to the sepulchre.
And did what?
And found it even so as the Nashim had said.
Y'all paid attention? Who came and told them? Aki? Who?
Nashim.
There was more than one witness. They couldn't tell you that no woman came back and told them that, because I can't believe it. That's only one witness. I got to believe this. Listen, this is what we mess up and this is what we fail. This is why a lot of y'all guys get weak at. A lot of y'all, when I say guys, entirely. Because then you start messing up, because you start looking for supernatural things to happen versus everything that's going to happen for it is natural. Which means just like you have nature, you have what they would call divine. We don't use their divine because we got something. We have a Kudash nature.
Right.
That's dictated, regulated by Elohim.
Right.
Y'all got it? So that's what we look at. This is almost like they would call a second nature for us. Y'all got it? It has to line up. These are things that's a key component for me to believe. He said, and what made us astonished, what changed, because we trusted it had been him. Besides all this Yom is the Shalashiyum. And certain women, they tell us more than one. They went and they said they seen a Kazum, not a vision, of Malachi, which was his messenger that told us that he was not dead, he had risen. Because the only way we can even start to believe it is got to line up to the law. Yeah. There's no way he's going to send me something that don't line up like the law. Because he know I ain't going to believe it. Because he done told me how you supposed to get the Ruach HaKodesh. Believe how? So you're going to send me something that's not scripturally based, then how am I supposed to believe it? It don't make sense for me to believe it. Because it's got to line up as the scripture said. If it's going to be according to my salvation, it's got to be as the scripture said. As the scripture hath said. Come on, finish this.
And certain of them which were with us went to the sepulchre and found it even so as the Nashim had said.
Listen.
But him they saw not.
Tell me what happened.
Then he said unto them,
Oh, what?
Fools,
And?
slow of heart,
Because they wouldn't believe what?
to believe all that the Nabaim have spoken.
Ought not?
Mashiach to have suffered these things
And to enter?
into his kabul.
Where did he start at?
And beginning at Moshe,
He got to start at Mushah. They're going to take you back to the Torah, which is going to be your instruction. I got to take you back to instruction. Where is he going to go from now?
and all the Nabaim.
Now I'm going to take you through all the Nabaim. They're going to have what they call the Nineveh. Which one makes sense for us?
Right.
They say because you're going to deal with Nabaim. Listen.
He expounded unto them
And all the what?
scriptures.
So if it wasn't scripture, he had nothing to talk to them about it.
That's right.
Or may say expounding you about something that don't line up in your book. It's got to line up in your writing. And we know we are not teaching that the so-called King James perversion is the entirety of our law. But what he would have taught them would have been in the entirety of their writings.
That's right. That's
Y'all
right.
got it?
Yes, sir.
That's why you hear him talking how when he took them back. He took them to Mushah, then he took them to the Nabaim, which is going to tell you there's a difference.
Yeah.
There's a separating in their writings.
That's right.
He didn't just tell you, just took him through the script. He told you exactly what he did. He took him to Mushah. That's where you're going to start at. Now I'm going to take you through the rest of the Nabaim.
Yes, sir.
Then I'm going to expound you in all the scriptures, the things.
Concerning himself.
That's how important it is for us to believe.
That's right.
This is why a lot of us come up lacking faith. This is why a lot of us wind up lacking simplicity. This is why a lot of us falter and fail and give up and quit and start ducking and darting and hiding and don't come up to the stature of being a man.
Yes, sir.
Because you don't believe. You don't believe. Daoud came out there, he believed.
Believed it.
Man had experience.
Yes, sir.
At the 5th chapter of the book of Romans, Romans 5:1. That's just being honest. And you know, there ain't nothing worse than a weak man.
That's right.
Fifteen and 1. I'm sorry, 5:1. Listen to the book.
Therefore, being justified by faith, we have shalom with Elohim through
Yeah,
our Adoni Yahushua.
So that means, now, if we're going to be justified, the book says you're going to have to do it by faith. So whatever you believe in, you should be able to prove it out. When the book told you to prove all things, you're supposed to be able to prove out what you believe.
Yeah.
According to and based on what? I don't know. I just kind of always been one of them people just believe things, and that's kind of stupid.
Yep.
Because we've been taught how you got to believe concerning him,
Yep.
as the scripture has said. So we got to have some type of writings that we can prove that can't be disputed, because we can back it up with more than one type of, or one form, or one writing, or one speech, right?
Yes, sir.
Because we got to be as the scripture says. So I'm justified. He said, therefore, being justified by
Faith,
we have what?
shalom
That's
with,
how we got peace. With who?
with Elohim through our Adoni Yahushua HaMashiach.
So when the book told us there's no shalom, said my Elohim to the wicked, who would these people be? People that's not justified by faith. If you can't justify your faith, you don't have no shalom with it. Because the book just said, therefore, being justified by shalom, we have what? Being justified by faith, we have?
Shalom
Listen.
with Elohim through our Adoni Yahushua HaMashiach,
What happened?
by whom also we have access by faith.
That's how we get in, which makes him the dollar. He told us that truly, what verily, verily, they would say, which is a mot. Isn't that right? For so be it. Or the same as coming in, it's telling us, hey, this is how you get in. Y'all got it? He told you, I am the door. This is how we access to get to the Abba. Y'all got it? You have no access if you don't have no faith. And your faith got to be according to it is written.
That's right.
All right, listen.
Into this Khan wherein we stand,
Listen.
and rejoice in the hope of the kabud of Elohim.
Listen.
And not only so, but we kabud in tribulations also,
See that? Listen.
knowing that tribulation worketh patience,
And what else?
and patience experience,
And what else?
and experience hope,
And what does hope
and
do?
hope maketh not ashamed.
That's the only way I got hope. I had
Yes,
to go
sir.
through something.
Yes,
A
sir.
lot of y'all faint when something comes. The
Yeah.
book told you if you faint in the day of adversity, your strength is small. If I fainted every time something came up, I'd be in trouble.
Yeah.
I'd be in trouble if I fainted when something came up.
Yeah.
Man, listen here. I had to carry the whole world on my back and seem like part of other planet.
Mm-hmm.
I never let that change me or alter me from what I believe. Nothing.
That's right.
That don't make me go ejaculate, fornicate,
Nope.
commit adultery, watch porn,
Nope.
smoke cigarettes, drink liquor, tell lies, lust at kids, women, fat, small, skinny, invisible, and nothing else.
That's
They're
right.
not interested.
That's right. That's right.
Because at the end of the day, I got to pay for what I done.
Yep.
I'm
That's
still
right.
suffering for other stuff I done.
Yep.
Every night I get an ache and a pain and get something going, I got to think of for which one of my many transgressions I'm suffering this for.
That's
now.
right.
Won't make sense to add no more.
Nope.
I'm still paying for all the other stuff I've done. Then I got to pay for things that I hadn't done.
Yep.
Just for a part of the fact of if you're going to be saved, you got to suffer.
Suffer. That's right.
But when you run, instead of you sitting and taking correction, as the book said, he dealing with you as with Beni
That's
and
right.
not with a bastard.
That's right.
Now y'all, he deal with you as a bastard because you ain't going to take no correction.
That's right.
I had to take correction.
Yes, sir.
I do have to take correction. I can't
Yes,
be
sir.
saved, I don't take no correction.
That's right.
Now, all I give it, I can take it.
Take it.
I said, man, you can't dish it out, you can't take it.
That's right.
Y'all got it.
Yes, sir.
That shows my connection to him. Yahushua took correction when he was on the tube.
Yes, sir.
He took correction before he got on the tube.
That's right.
He didn't run from it. Y'all got it?
Yes, sir.
So if you're going to be a Beni, which is going to be a son, you're going to be one of the children, then you got to take some correction. Y'all got it?
Yes, sir.
Now y'all don't even know how important it is for y'all to be able to stand, especially for a man. Especially for a man. A man got to be found.
Got
faithful. The book said required in steward that a
Required.
man be found faithful.
Found faithful. Yes, sir.
He said, me, that's a small thing.
Small.
I don't never want to have to be worried about being faithful.
That's right.
That is, nobody never got to talk me up, wrap me
No,
up,
sir.
beg me up, and pull me up.
No, sir.
I already got my mind to be faithful.
Already mind made up.
He said that's a requirement. You know they look at a preacher. That's for you ain't become
That's right.
a preacher ain't nothing. That's a title.
Yes, sir.
That's why folks stand if a title made you stand, you ain't nothing.
Ain't nothing. That's right.
You ain't nothing.
That's
a
right.
title don't make nobody stand.
Nope.
Got to be something in your heart.
In your heart.
What title Daud had when he went out to fight Goliath?
Little boy.
Pastor David,
Nope.
which his name is Daoud. What was his title? Man was keeping a few little sheep.
Sheep. That's right.
It made sense. And you know what your book told you? If you be faithful over a few, I make you rule over
Over
many.
many. That's right.
His brother, his Aki even told you that. And who did you lead them few little sheep with?
That's right. That's right.
Man, they had but a few
Yes,
sheep,
a
and the
few
man
of 'em.
set him, set him up, and the man ruled all over Yasharal.
Oh, Yashua. Yes,
You
sir.
done came from keeping a couple of little sheep to watching over all Yasharal.
Yes, sir.
You know, once I get in position, I'm going to start being faithful.
Not going to
I'm
happen.
going to start lying and cheating and lusting and fornicating. Once I get in position, you'll never be faithful.
That's right.
When you set your mind to be in position, you got to be faithful before that.
Yes, sir.
It's required in stewards that each be found faithful.
Small thing.
He said, with me, that's a small thing.
Yes, sir.
That's a small thing. That's the mindset y'all got to have.
That's right.
I don't know why y'all guys find this fame, fallout, can't make it, disappear, can't talk, can't see. I ain't never seen a man do that.
That's right.
Like that. I came up missing. The police were looking for me.
Yes, sir.
That's just being honest. I continue in there at home. My kid can tell you, my older one, him is 21. They ain't never seen me come up missing.
Come on.
Thing, tell me I can't hardly make it. Mama telling me, you just a sorry man. You a sorry example. Never happened.
That's right.
Never happened.
That's right.
Y'all hear me? Never happened.
That's right.
I ain't looking to start now.
That's right.
I ain't doing it when he ain't no kid, and I ain't gonna do it when he grown.
That's right.
That's just being honest. It's just sad the fact that a man won't have in his heart to look at. Why would you be an example? Two things motivate me to be an example. The fact I ain't see one.
Yeah.
I ain't see one that I had to make one.
Yeah. That's right.
Y'all all right?
That's right.
That's what Yahushua did.
Yes, sir.
That's what he did.
That's right.
Y'all didn't know that?
Yes, sir.
He said when it wasn't one, he said then his own arm said he brought it himself.
Yes, sir.
If ain't no man, he said I'll make one.
That's right.
That's what he did in the garden.
Yes, sir.
He sat around reading Christ and said, I don't see nobody
see
else.
one.
Look like I'm going to have to make one.
That's right.
I got to make a each.
Yes, sir.
I don't see one. When Musa sat there and saw one of our key being slain by Mizraim, being smoked, he looked this way and that way. He
that
said,
way.
I don't see no
I
man.
don't see no one.
Look like I'm going to have to make one.
Yes, sir. That's right.
And he made one that killed the Mizraim and buried him in the sand. That's what we do with the cockroaches.
That's
We
right.
bury them in the sand.
That's right.
I bury those cockroaches.
Yes, sir.
Our people in bad shape.
Bad
Hard
shape.
to get a man now.
Yeah.
Hard to find a man.
All right.
You heard me? Y'all heard us say go through, look at the broad place
Broad
and see
place.
if you can even find an each.
That's right.
He said if you even got one that got understanding. Y'all know that? He said you can find one and they ain't got understanding. They don't want to have no understanding. They don't want to. All you get is excuse. What the woman they do, I never knew what my wife ain't doing me to be no man.
That's right.
I was an each before she was ever made.
Yes, right.
Y'all got it? I teach a woman how to be a woman.
That's right.
I can take and teach her. I can teach her exactly how she supposed to delegate and how she supposed to operate. I set myself be an example.
Yes, sir.
I said, Shaul, I got power. I got authority. I can lead about any one of them.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Man, please. That's pathetic. I don't like hearing all them pathetic excuses.
That's right.
Not for no ear. Man,
No.
you can't make no excuse.
No, sir.
You know, especially for a man of our color, our race.
You got to push.
Come on, man. You can't even use no excuse.
That's right.
Both your legs will fall out. You got to still keep walking.
That's right.
That's what anybody see that, you see a black man on the street, quote unquote, they'll say black man.
Right.
No legs out, they say, there ain't no excuse for him not to get up, though. I wouldn't put that on a white man. I see a white man down there, what you need me to help you do? I know, you can't do nothing.
That's right.
Ain't no way, you can't do that with both your legs. Without them, I know you need help. What you need?
That's right.
A brother, I know with no legs, man, you can still do it.
Yep. That's right.
You can still do it. Y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Shoot, let me tell you something, man. You get a black man with no arm, he can still get a hand up.
Yep.
That's just what we do. We're the only people that had to work in, the most ridiculous and scrupulous situation. No other race had to do what we do.
That's right.
I have no pity for a sorry black man.
Come on. Nope.
Y'all got it, please. I don't get it, man, please. Man, I got one of the worst educators you ever seen. I had to fill out an application for one of my properties. That lady said, I need you to fill. I said, what? She said, I don't sign that paper. I got that stuff. I threw mark. Listen, I wrote down the wrong number, scratched through them, and I wrote the right number. I scratched through them too. I said, God damn, I don't know what I'm doing. I held that thing. I was like, why the world my wife? I shouldn't be filling out no paper. I gave that thing to that lady. She said, she got that number. I said, you read hieroglyphics. I did. I told her. Chicken scratch. She said, somewhere she would turn that thing. I said, you getting that? Just go ahead and get that thing. You be all right.
That's right.
I'm going to pay for it, though.
That's right. That's right.
And man, you can't make no excuse out here.
No, sir.
You just got to be a hustler.
Yes, right.
I'm a hustler. I'm a go-getter.
Yes, right.
You can't make no excuses.
No excuses.
There's no excuse. They come down to doing it, you just got to do it.
Y'all
got it?
That's right.
That just being honest. Man, I don't go along no man. My wife said, ain't never make no excuse. Oh, I can't hardly read. Oh, I can't hardly count. Oh, I don't have a college degree. Nigga, please.
That's right.
It's about business.
That's right.
And I'm a businessman. I'm a go-getter. That's
Yes,
just
sir.
bottom line. Make no excuse. Criminal record, none of that. None make no excuse. Ain't no, oh, they ain't gonna let me do nothing. Been locked up 7 times. Oh, that stuff don't mean nothing. Listen, you either gonna make it or you ain't gonna make it.
That's right. That's
For
right.
people, our color, our straight, that's what we come through.
Yep.
The man Duff is an example. Nobody want to hear it. Nobody cares, and it needs to be that way.
Yep.
We don't need to be no pamper race. We are stronger people than what these people ever taught us about
That's
ourselves.
right.
Our people don't need no help from no white people. Anything, we can help them.
That's right.
Our book told me you supposed to loan to men and they just borrow from none. That's
Yes,
why I
sir.
refuse. I'll never go at no cracker. Please help me, cracker. I don't know how I can make it, cracker. You the greatest. Not me. I do without.
Yeah.
I don't never want no white man to hold it over my head. You keep it. That bottom line. I just rather you keep it. Not y'all though. First thing they do that. That's how they teach you.
Yeah.
A black teach you stay on your knee. Be good to them. You don't know what they can do to you. I don't care what they can do to me. I'm always be a man.
That's right.
I get out on my feet. That's how I'm going to end my day off my feet. Not on my back.
Yep.
Not on my knee begging nobody to wife for that. I watch too many of our people do this too long.
Yep.
That's why I told they come on and teach all that, but they don't teach it to her right. They taught it to her from a slave premise.
Yeah.
Every time they say they beg and see how you can fit, and I always try. I'm not going to go through no class study to tell me how to treat no white people. White people know how to treat me.
That's right.
I was him first.
That's right.
I ain't finna put no feathers running down my head trying to imitate no Spaniard break off.
That's right.
That don't even make no sense. Y'all hear me? All these people knock off. And we always trying to run around. First thing a nigga do is run around talking how he so 3.48 Indian. Stupid self.
That's right.
Isn't that right? Stupid self. Nobody don't like you. You was
No.
up for one of them rednecks ever showed up.
That's right.
Ain't nobody got no longer history on their planet than us.
That's right.
Everybody stealing from us.
That's right.
Ain't that right? Everybody got to tell a lie about their creation and move us out the way.
Yep.
Every one of them.
All of them.
No good and well don't make no sense. If you listen to them, they'll make it look like Tarzan was over there for the black folk was.
Yep.
How you gonna talk to an animal better than Noah
That's right.
and better than Adum?
That's right.
Nothing but lies.
Lies.
White folks sit around and teach you stuff, make a fool. I was talking to this guy. These folks tell our people say some stuff just dumb. This is what y'all heard. Listen, what's hurt us is the lack of information.
Yeah.
When he told us my people destroyed for lack of knowledge, he ain't lying.
Ain't lying.
Y'all don't have no idea how far we are. People so far, it just don't make no sense. People been saying stuff so long, we just done kind of went along with it, and it make no sense. Y'all know that? I know I had that. We'll hold that. Give me Yeshayahu. Yeshayahu. I'm trying to get out of here. Yeshayahu, they call it Isaiah. Thomas. Same man, kids Matt Johnson in the mouth. They going to go tell me they wrote a book album? How many seasons that boy kissed me in the mouth? To that year he came up with them AIDS. He ain't learned how to handshake. Yahuwah not to stop that man kissing in the mouth.
Right.
Found out he got that magic done got it, found out he done stuck his one in the wrong hat. All of a sudden now you don't want to kiss it no more in the mouth.
That.
How many of y'all remember he walking you to kiss in the mouth?
I remember
You'd
that.
be surprised what little AIDS are doing. All the nigga need is a little help.
That's right.
Imagine I came out there and said, yeah, man, I got that help. Let me get a key. He's like, what that is? So I feel my help. Ain't that right, man? They say you feel his help. You got to get back.
Yes, sir.
Ain't that right? I don't know how Cookie did it. I don't know how she let him put that one in her. But I guess black women, they're not bad. Our women, they just ain't got no self-respect for themselves. You go ahead and lay with a man got AIDS.
Yeah.
Ain't that much love in the world.
That's right.
But you need a whole body condom. You need a condom all through the house. You just need to leave.
Yeah, that's right.
You can't play with that stuff. You walking in, the juice got drunk. You got to look at that juice like, did he drink out that juice? Or did he pour it? You have too many questions.
That's right. That's
when you
right.
get that fuck out the dishwasher, you finna go, you like, well, these dishes clean or they waiting to be clean? It's just too many questions to be in the house.
That's right.
You go in there, your towel laying out, you got to watch it that. It is magic rag or my rag. It's too many questions. Because you going to do that in there, right?
Yeah.
It's too many questions, man. You ain't messing around, man. You don't set your cup down. You trying to think. My cup, magic cup. That any, many, mighty. You don't play with no stuff like that. That bad. If he got it from an experiment that they actually infected him with, Yahuwah have mercy. I'll be honest with you. If you get it from homosexual sex, I don't feel sorry for you.
No.
I'm not talking about no people, kids been born with AIDS cause a product of bad, cause parents out here were intravenous drug users and cause somebody went outside a relationship and brought it back in and infected somebody. I'm not talking about these people make fun, but you out here and you don't got it because you having sex with these men. I don't feel sorry.
That's right.
You got it because you out here cheating on your husband and wife. I don't feel sorry.
That's right.
When you know better.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you know better.
That's right.
Yeshayahu 63:1. Listen to the book.
Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments, from Basra? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength.
Oh, what you got? Brandon Barashit. $26. They're going to call it Genesis. What's the last verse?
35.
35. Give me 29. Let me see what I want. Listen to the book.
Thou that will do us no hurt, as we have not touched thee, that thou will do us no hurt, as we have not touched thee, and as we have done unto thee nothing but ta'ud, and have sent thee away in shalom. Thou art now the baraka of Yahuwah.
Yeah.
And he made them a feast, and they did eat and drink. And they rose up betimes in the morning, and sware one to another. And Yatzikak sent them away, and they departed from him in shalom. And it came to pass the same yom that Yatzikak's servants came and told him concerning the well which they had digged, and said unto him, We have found water. And he called it Sheba, therefore the name of the city is Beersheba unto this yom. And Ashu was 40 years old when he took to wife Judith, the daughter of Beri the Hittite, and Bashemath, the daughter of Elon the Hittite, which were a grief of mine unto Yatzikak and Rebekah.
What, at 26 I got? Say if it's 25 what I want. 25, 29? What's the last verse?
34.
All right, let me say 25. That's what I want. 25, 29. Listen.
And Jacob sawed pottage, and Ashu came from the field, and he was faint.
Oh, take me up. 24. 25, 24. Genesis that they'll call it. Listen.
And when her yamim to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb.
Y'all hear what she had? What did she have in her womb?
Twins in her womb.
She had two. Shani, she had two in her womb. Listen.
And the first came out red, all over like an hairy garment.
Yeah.
And they called his name Asu.
Yeah.
And after that came his Aki out, and his hand took hold on Asu's heel.
Yeah.
And his name was called Yaakov.
Yeah.
And Yatsukak was 80 years old when she bare them. And the boys grew, and Asu was a cunning hunter in each of the field.
Yeah.
And Yaakov was a plain man dwelling in tents.
Yeah.
And Yatsukak loved Asu because he did eat of his venison.
Yeah.
But Rebekah loved Yaakov. And Yaakov sought pottage, and Asu came from the field, and he was faint.
Yeah.
And Asu saw Yaakov feed, and Asu said to Yaakov, Feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage,
Yeah.
for I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom. And Yaakov
Y'all hear
said,
that?
Yes,
What
sir.
did he say again? What did he want his Aki to do?
Feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage,
Tell him why, brother.
for I am faint.
He was faint. Come on.
Therefore was his name called Edom.
Saw that? So his name was called Edom.
Yes,
what
sir.
happened?
And Yaakov said, Sell me this ewe thy birthright.
What happened?
And Asu said, Behold, I am at the point to die.
What happened?
And what profit shall this birthright do to me?
That's good. That's good. Now, a couple of things become a problem here. One problem is verbiage. One problem is going to be verbiage. How important it is that, amazing we brought this up. This is just hell. Hellenistic. Simply because Edom is Greek. See, this is what we have to get our people to do. What hurts us when we come back and we start to read this stuff? You just got to watch these people influence all the way through. And they tell you this is God's word. These are terminologies that would have never been used. You can say it doesn't make a difference. It's going to make a major difference.
Big difference.
It's going to make a major difference because he asked you something. You want to know something here in 63:1. He want to know who it is that came down from Edom.
Yes, sir.
Adum. That's what he actually would have told you. Adum. Not Edom. It was not be an E, this would be an olive or an You would have the dollar, you would have the U and not the O, and you would have the mem, the M. So the name would have been, he want to know who did this come down from Adum. So now you want to ask you about? Who is it that came from Adam? So this don't make a difference now?
Yeah.
Because this would never make you think this. This Edom would never let you know he would actually be putting you in relation to Adam. But this is what these crackers will tell you, and these slave nigga teacher preachers will tell you. All that ain't important. It's the love of God. See? This is very important.
Very important.
This is important. Admoni. Because here they're telling you about how he was red and hairy. It would actually would have been telling how he was ready. And he was hairy. Huh? Just like your sackcloth. They love trying to push because the first thing our people say, see, white people hear you now. When you go and tell them about the red man, it's the white man, which wouldn't make sense because we're talking about this man coming from Adum, which we know we're going to turn us to Adam. So now we're going to say that the white man comes from Adam. And this is going to shoot you in the foot when you come around with your spiritual Negro teaching, how the white man is Asu, which you're going to call Esau. And the cracker, I already know you don't even know what you're talking about.
That's
you don't
right.
even know the spelling. You're not even phonically, you're not even phonic literally.
That's
you're not
right.
even literate. Because it wouldn't make sense when you start telling these white folks all this stuff. Because his name is Asu. This is his name. Now you start telling these cracker about Esau. White people hear you now.
Yeah.
And they know you're not intelligent.
Yeah.
They know you're not intelligent. They just watch you. Yeah, cracker, you Esau. We're going to kill you. Cracker just watch you. That's what I thought. Still a dumb nigga. Going as far as you can go.
Yeah.
That's what hurt us.
Yeah.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
They just keep pushing something. They figure because they think they found something saying red man had to be white. Because the cracker red, and you call it Maisley. Get what you call it? Redneck. Yep. Now, Esau red. Who is Esau now? See, that's the white man. And here again shows your stupidity. It shows how limited you are in knowledge, and you hurt yourself. That's why you got to watch these crackers. They hurt us.
Yeah.
They're saying to dumb our people down, but the smarter we get by going back to check behind them, because we've been given so much primitive, just bad information. It ain't primitive. It's too new.
That's right.
Too new. Like crackers information ain't that old.
It's not.
A lot of this stuff 1900.
That's right.
1800 information. This stuff ain't even making sense.
That's right.
Crackers got a map of the whole world in 1568, and a nigga ain't got enough sense to think that cracker wasn't even flying. I done seen the whole planet.
That's right.
And drawing it out.
That's right.
What were maps? Their first supposed maps, or so-called maps, were supposed to be written by monks.
Yeah.
Created, they don't know, a lot of them don't know that. The monks actually supposed to be responsible for earlier maps for a cracker ever done. You're going to be up on the hill to be able to see that.
Yeah.
Bush was up on the top of the mountain.
That's right.
And he could look eastward, westward,
That's
and
right.
south, and northward, and he could see all the land.
That's right. That's right.
These crackers ain't done that and told lies.
Lies.
Crackers tell too many lies, and our people just believe it. So we have to start looking. When we read this book, we just can't skim through them and run through and just take his word. We got to stop and start checking him on stuff. Because if you got that much Hellenistic doctrine, y'all learned this word today because a lot of them didn't even know what it means. That's why I said we can't dumb our people down no more. When you start hearing stuff like that, most of them just say, yeah, Hellenistic. But now when you hear it, you know somebody trying to talk over your head.
Yep. That's right.
That's all they just tell you. Just time Greek influence. Y'all got it? They're dumb as when they came, their footprint, how they came to all these places, Asia and over toward the Mediterranean, which is important for you because Abraham crossed over the Mediterranean. That shows you why it would make sense, because I got to stop your doctrine. I got to stop your doctrine. Wouldn't make no sense for a Muslim to call on Yahuwah, to call on Abraham when it don't even line up with what he's saying.
That's right.
Abraham come from the crossed over the Mediterranean, then came over from Babylon, Turkish area, all this area come over and been put in the land of what they're going to call Canaan.
Right.
And they're going to run over him and they're going to go to Mecca. Don't even make sense.
Don't make sense.
He called him Elohim, the mighty one, and they got Allah. Allah. Them in Kunta. That's why Kunta didn't escape from slavery.
That's right.
That sorry nigga.
That's right.
1 foot joker. Should have cut both his foots off.
That's right.
Won't name his child, stay put, and that heifer can't be found. He made a fool out of us.
Yep.
Yeah, this one don't even make sense when you follow the man homeland from his parents. Armenian. That's what he said. They were Armenian. He crossed over the Mediterranean. He was Abari because it means the other side.
Other side.
He crossed over to the other side.
Yes, sir.
Was establishing a covenant with his people in Canaan.
Yes, sir.
Which was going to become later Jerusalem. And these people going to tell me about Mecca. It don't even make sense. He done cast off the other son. And his mother. He said they can't even be heirs with us.
That's right.
His lady don't even run back to Yasakuk, who they going to call heirs. It makes no sense.
Nope.
They have a doctrine that clearly teaches them by Muhammad that they have to believe our doctrine. There's no way you can be a true Muslim if you don't believe what I teach.
That's right. That's right.
How many of y'all didn't know that? You can't be a true Muslim.
That's right.
There's no way for you to be a true Muslim you don't believe, because your book tell you you got to believe my book. Your book tell you got to believe all my writers. Then if your book told you that, then you, when you came to my book would have told you at 1:6. Galatians. If your book originally told you you had to believe my book, and you had to believe all the writers of my book,
That's right.
then you don't believe your book.
That's right.
Because your book would have told you to leave. 1:6, Galatians. Listen to the book.
I marvel
That what?
ye are so soon removed
From who?
from him that called you into the Khan of Mashiach,
Unto what?
another Dabarim,
Which is what?
not another.
We don't use gospel. That means God's spell. I refuse to have a spell. I already had. I used to pledge allegiance. I used to Think the white folk were the cleanest people on the planet. I got out of this spell. That's what a God spell is.
That's right.
When it makes sense, he would tell me about another gospel. He gonna tell me about another God spell.
No,
that I
sir.
left a God spell to get on the God spell. That don't line up with our book. We weren't supposed to suffer a witch to live.
That's right.
An enchanter, a wizard, a necromancer. Why would he talk to me about being under a God spell?
Right.
Why would I be under the spell? Well, it makes sense. But people looking to get the Ruach, which they're going to use spirit, it's the Ruach, and we're going to look at Kudash Ruach because we're looking at the Ruach of separation. It's going to cause a divide between us and people that's not like him. We'll look for a spell if you can't get it right. They're just like Simon the sorcerer. They'll pay money in these churches in rat holes to get some type of spirit or some type of elevation to go out and fool other people with it.
Yep. You're right.
Come to town and charge people money. That's why they go see Jake and other people. He'll pay them and put his hands on so you can go and fool other people.
Yep.
Benny Hinn, they pay this man to go put your hand, tell people I can do what you do. That's what they want to do with our people before. We told your heart not right.
Heart not right.
Your money perish. You can't buy your way with it.
That's right. That's right.
You're either going to live right or you're going to burn in Sheol.
That's right.
You're already in hell. I can't tell you you're going to go to hell. You're a Christian. You're already in hell.
That's right.
Every Christian already in hell.
That's right.
You shouldn't tell a Christian to go to hell. That's going to make you a moron.
Yeah.
Make it money.
That's right. Another Dabarim. Another that trouble you, the Dabarim of Mashiach, or Malachi, preach any other Dabarim than that which we have preached unto you, be accursed.
Thank you. Listen.
As we said before.
Why would he tell you this? As we did what?
Said before.
So?
Say I now again.
Why would he say this? Got to have two witnesses.
Yes, sir.
That's my law. Because I can't see. You know what we did? Well, the Bible said if anybody preaches not, how many times you heard it? I remember reading that one time. Then you weren't supposed to believe it.
That's right.
Your law said you got to have two witnesses. That's why he said, as I said before, you got to get him saying it twice. That's why Daud had to tell you he killed more than one time.
That's right.
Because I need you to believe it. And now when I kill this third time, you ain't going to have everything supposed to be established.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be established. Listen.
If any each preach another Dabarim unto you,
then
that ye have received,
listen,
let him be accursed.
What you trying to do?
For do I now persuade Anashim
or
Alahim?
Do I do what?
Or do I seek to please Anashim?
Tell me what happens if I try to please him.
For if I yet please Anashim,
I shall not
be the servant of Mashiach.
That's what I had to look at. That stuff I tell y'all, it ain't trying to please you. I got to please the one that sent me.
Yes, sir.
See, what hurt us, we too busy trying to be men pleasers, trying to raise money, trying to be an edifice, and try to establish and get these sisters on their back and these little kids and these men. A lot of times we're not looking at the welfare of our people.
That's right.
Our people not being told a whole lot because these preachers limited. They feel like they have a spirit, and that's enough. And they feel like just stay inside the four walls and stay inside the perimeter. Just like your book got four corners on it too. And they keep you locked into something and told you it's full truth, which doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Because he's played with it before he gave it to you.
That's right.
That's the whole problem we got with these people. And we got people that have played with our doctrine, played with our belief, played on our sympathy, played on our, they know what type of people we're. We're musical people. We're people that are loving people.
Yeah.
Isn't that right? And we're violent people.
Yeah.
So they took our love and gave us hate.
Yeah.
Huh? They took us, instead of being violent to our enemy, the real people that got us, we violent to one another.
One another. That's right.
They took our care and we took it away from ourselves, and they taught us to love them.
Yep.
We work so hard to try to prove to white people we love them, we don't treat you fair, we don't have nothing our heart. White people don't got that way to do that for us.
Nope.
White people say what they want to say. When they feel like they want to say it, they make videos and tell you where all us going, how we need to go, we need to get killed, and still keep jobs. Don't go to jail and never reach a terrorist white list.
Nope.
We say one word, black. Now you're a black separatist. Now you're on the FBI watch list.
Yep.
But who watching these crackers that's killing them?
That's right.
Huh? Who watching these crackers that poison us with this medication?
That's right.
Nobody doing nothing for us. If we're going to be delivered, we're going to do it with our own hands.
Yeah.
Ain't no need of us looking for no white savior, no black savior to come do nothing for us. We got to trust this book.
That's right.
That's just at the bottom line. Ain't no help. It's just like with Musha. When we're getting smoked by these Mizraim people, these the same people.
Yeah.
Nobody going to help
Ain't nobody
us.
going to help.
When we got delivered, one our own always done it.
Yeah.
It only makes sense to send the same thing to save me that got me in this situation. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Get your mind and get your heart off these white people coming and do something for you. Free yourself.
That's right.
Who came and broke Shamshuna loose?
Nobody.
Had to do it himself.
Do it himself. That's right.
We had 3,000 men of Yehuda that came down there who got in the bound itself and took it and gave them over to them the similar to the dirty cracker. We're not going to teach they were white. It don't make sense.
Don't make sense.
That show y'all own people would do more hurt to us than anybody.
Yep.
And the truth of the matter, anytime we've been broken loose or we had to escape something, it's always been one of our own had to free us or Yahuwah.
Yeah.
And the one that freed us had to come through and be led by Yahuwah.
Yeah.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
First deliverer we learned about was Musha, that they called Moses. And just so happened Yahusha come, and he the Mashiach.
Yeah.
Same similar to he told her, had you believed Musha, you would have believed me, because he wrote of me. So it made sense to start to buy the sheet. Because it's going to go back to what I did. I delivered you. In the time accepted, I heard you. In the time you needed help, I'm the one that secured you. Let you know, ain't nobody never came and did nothing for us.
That's right.
When Yahuwah spake up by the mouth of Yeshayahu, he told her, wasn't no strange gods with me.
That's right.
He said, when I stretched forth the Shamin, I did it alone.
That's right.
When I spread abroad the Aras, I did it by myself. He said, wasn't no foreign dignity with me, no deities with me.
That's right.
Let you know, when we get delivered, we get help. Nobody gonna help us.
That's right.
Don't even look to these crackers and these sorry niggas to do nothing for us.
That's right.
He told her, look on me, all ye Aras, and be ye saved. Get your minds off these people. Stop thinking these people. Look to yourself.
That's
people.
right. That's right.
Same way when Asu was tied down and looked that he was crying about his birthright, like his father told him. When thou have become rested, then you're going to break his yoke off your neck.
That's right.
Nobody broke the chains off his neck. He had to break them off.
That's right.
Nobody loosed him. He had to loose him himself.
That's right. Yes, sir.
Took our people sit around waiting on some cracker, some sorry spiritual Negro leader to come do something for us. Got to believe in yourself.
That's right.
White people ain't waiting on nobody. White people move tonight, they got a problem.
Yep. You're right.
White people feel like black people ain't problem. Your house is going to burn down.
Yep.
Your kids going to jail.
That's right.
Your wife going to be kidnapped. Your son's going to be lynched and your husband.
Yep.
When black people got a problem, they teach you how to pray.
Yep.
They tell you to hold on. They tell you to go seek their government and get paper, so they tell you you can march and be on the street.
That's right.
White people don't wait on no paper.
That's right.
White people got guns.
Yeah.
And bullets and more guns and more bullets.
That's right.
Our people been shot down too long. We've been raped and mangled too long by these dirty crackers.
That's right.
And the white ones say they good. Why won't you say something about it?
That's right.
Good well they can control their own people. They know their kids, animals anyway. They feed them blood when they're babies.
Yep.
Can't hardly get a cracker to cook a piece of meat all the way.
That's right.
He a blood eater from a baby.
That's right.
Our book told her we ain't supposed to eat no blood.
That's right.
Cracker sit there and get rolls and bread and drag it through the blood. Then he wonder why he animalistic.
That's right.
Got the same mentality as a wild beast.
That's right.
They're going to try to sit around and domesticate me. I domesticate the cracker.
That's right.
Isn't that right? I put him on all fours and make him stand up and walk like a man.
Come on, preacher. Yes, sir.
Our people in bad shape. That we sit around and keep counting these people to teach us and educate us. Anybody can create get a science and create some language and put some noun together and call it right.
Right.
By his intelligence.
Right.
But he can't learn our language.
Yeah.
Cracker just called you dumb and stupid because you don't speak rotten English.
That's right.
All this English he stole from somebody else.
That's right.
All English is a fragment language that he's stolen from everybody else.
Yep. That's right.
Cracker ain't created nothing.
That's right.
All this invention invented off other people.
Yep.
Cracker walk up when a nigga getting ready to put the last button on, he puts it out. Look what I made.
That's right.
Well, we got so many niggas in ditches.
That's right.
Oh, the Cracker way good and we getting ready to put the last button up and cut it on the Cracker around holler, I just did.
That's right.
Man, show you movie where he stole from you. Something that they called the Lord made. Y'all ain't seen, how many of y'all ain't seen that movie? Oh, you need to see that, Cracker.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. A janitor.
Yeah.
Most Dell players, I seen it years, I see that way back. It'd be new for life. Y'all need to look at it, ain't it something?
Yeah. It's something.
Watch a janitor. A black man was a janitor.
Yes, sir.
And the man came in there and watched him in the hospital and showed him how to invent a valve to stop them heart from blocking up. And the Cracker got all the awards.
Yep.
Put the Cracker picture up in the universe. Cracker went on to his grave and died a liar.
Yep.
White people don't mind dying a liar. They know their fathers were liars. Their mothers are liars.
That's right.
Their grandpappy liars. Their mama, that ain't nothing but a liar.
Liars.
Oh, why I don't believe nothing my parents say.
That's right. That's right.
Nigga go in the room and write, who the hell got notes back from 1801? All this stuff done burned up from slavery and you ran out with a piece of paper?
That's right.
Nigga done wrote that junk in the other room and walk out, look at your great-great-great-dad wrote this. Got your name and her name in it. She wasn't even living. Lying Cracker.
That's
and then
right.
go put it in a book and then all of a sudden you believe it. Believe nothing they say.
That's right.
Sick of that junk. Oh, when we think something right because they wrote it, that's the main reason why you need to question it.
Yep.
And you beat your kid to learn something this line Cracker wrote.
Sure got plenty.
And most of the stuff he wrote is to sit around and denigrate you. You didn't even know what your color was called.
Yeah.
Your color is called Shakar. That's by your book. You're not black. You're not Kashak. You know all this stuff he told you. Your name, your color is Shakur. And these folks didn't even know it. They don't say that until Tupac Shakur. They didn't know. Cracker, that's why they kill him. They don't want you to know your color.
That's right.
Don't say, hey, you need to learn this. This in your book. Y'all already know it. Shakur. Tupac daddy wrote it as S-H-A-K-U-R. It's Shakur. He knew what he was talking about.
Yeah.
He just didn't know enough. This will get you locked up. But Cracker don't tell him you go to what they call the Song of Solomon, which is Shir HaShirim, the first chapter. That's what she told him. She said she not said she was black. She said, I'm Shakur. Now, you know we do have a name now, color. We ain't no Negro. That's Spanish.
That's right.
How the hell a Spanish, somebody with some damn spaghetti gonna name me?
That's right. That's right.
Nigga come with a plate full of spaghetti. Hey, Negro. I slap it. Get that junk out my face.
That's right. That's right.
Nigga eat more spaghetti and pizza than he would collard greens.
That's true. That's right. That's right.
Stuff don't feed your melon.
That's right.
You gotta eat stuff. You know how stupid our people are. Yeah. That's amazing when you were reading about Asu. You paid attention to what he was eating.
Yeah.
His brother asked for the same pottage.
That's right.
Because our food feasts our melon.
Yes, sir. Yes,
I'm at Mooney. I need at Mooney food. That's why we eat food for our melon. But now we eat cracker food. Eat no cauliflower.
That's right.
Trying to be white.
That's right.
Nigga sitting around trying to eat no eggplant. That's right. Asparagus green. The foods that you'll find for our people are primarily dark. The actual, as y'all know, we know the purple carrot.
Right.
Which is going to feed our melon. White folks gave us an orange generic carrot that he crossed over with a sweet potato. We would actually eat a purple carrot,
right.
A purple potato. Our rice would even be dark because it feeds our melon. That's amazing. Even in the book, Jacob asked for the same pottage he used to feed his body for that melon. Cracker ain't going to tell him that. Man, my mama tell him how the Cracker fed you on the pig. He raised you on the pig with slop. Our people were sick.
Yeah.
We vomited from eating that mess. We did. It made us sick.
Yeah.
He gave you stuff you couldn't sell. The pig foot, the pig ear. The chitlin. Nigga ain't growing up on no pork chop. No cracker wouldn't give you no pork chop, no ham. You got the worst parts and you desired the better parts you thought of. All of the pig is nasty. Just like all the white man stuff is nasty.
That's right.
Ain't no good part of no pig.
That's right.
We grew up on the tail. We go start my daddy, poor nigga mentality. First day he get the bucket, we slide strap pig ear. And they make it cheap for us.
Yeah.
No nigga got no bit and no piggly wiggly. The white man need to be there.
That's right.
That denotes his character. You're sloppy and you're nasty. You're filthy. They ain't got us eating. Look how we act, how we treat each other. What you gonna do? You eat a pig.
Act like it.
Then they'll show you in the years ago. They told you all what you eat.
Yeah.
Look at how we treat it, how we hate. We ain't got no love for one another. At one time, our people were trying to love each other in the 70s. We tried to regroup and we walk up. So what's up? Soul. He was my soul brother.
That's
you
right.
were my rap. Yeah, faggot.
Yeah.
That's where we greet each other. Woman call each other be black when I slap your teeth out your mouth.
That's right.
Hell no, come in, no motherfucker, hell no, come. What's up, sissy? You know what come with that, right? Why would we greet each other as in brotherly love as sissy? What's up, my fag? We don't waste a lot of time. We can laugh about it now, but it's just being honest. We hurt. People don't realize we the only race out. We hurt. Listen, white man dying, but we hurt. We hurt. People don't want to get that. Listen, everybody get a little milling in their skin. They get anything lighting up, they try to run from us.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, he did. I remember Jesse, he learned, he had some of us in him. And one time Jesse went on outside. He was trying to build that old, with them red shoes and all. he was deep off in there with Mexican. He thought them Mexican was something. Sewer swimmer.
That's
so
right.
I was bending up.
That's right.
That's bad. When you try to run to a sewer swimmer,
Yeah.
to get away from us.
That's right.
But that's how bad off that's just bad because people won't even want to wreck. Because you know what? You get more respect and honor being a sewer swimmer.
Yeah.
That's not trying to run about me. Please don't take it that way because I ain't crossing up nothing to say it. But it's just being honest because you'll come over and you'll swim through that stuff. We'll clean the people. We won't get down that kind of stuff. That ain't that. But see, that's the kind of pride we got. We wouldn't do it. A lot of stuff we just wouldn't do, but they'll do it to come here. I get in the sewer to swim away from him and still be clean anything they got. If you swim to come here in the sewer, you filthy.
Yeah.
If you swim in the sewer to get away, clean the thing I know.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah.
You be clean because you're trying to get out of here. They play right and go in the hell.
That's right.
And it's just being honest. Our people got to get some pride about themselves. Anybody got an inch or drop of, you ought to be glad to be on our side.
That's right.
I book in the book of Zechariah, I told they're going to have to take hold of the skirt of him that said here Yehudi. Because you done heard, you know me. Yahuwah with me.
Yes, sir. That's right.
Isn't that right? Elder, you know me. Isn't that right? Tell them down, we down with Yahuwah. You know me.
That's right.
Isn't that right? They don't see us on they tell our vision.
That's right.
It's time for our people to reestablish ourselves. Get these men established and become productive. Become protectors of their home and not destroyers of your home. Our brother got to come up and show you got ideas. So we can work together and show them a real similitude of a man.
Yeah.
Man, don't run leave his house unprotected.
That's right.
Man, protect this home. Book said, knowing that the good man of the house had known which way the thief would come, he would have waited. I ain't leaving my house. I know somebody tell me they coming. No. Listen, I ain't even bad. By a long shot. I ain't I ain't never, never have. I don't believe nobody no plan gonna tell they gonna come to my house and I'm gonna leave.
Right.
I don't believe it. Y'all hear me? It's
Yes,
just arcade. I don't believe it, butter.
That's right.
Some stuff, I never leave my home like that. I don't believe it.
That's right.
I'm the good man of the house. I'll watch.
Sir.
I wouldn't leave my unprotected like that. I wouldn't do it. Man, tell me come out. I'm gonna be there and I'll wait early for you. What time? I get there because I don't want to disappoint you. And I don't want you to come all the way down my street either. I like to cut your step off. That's it. Listen, that book.
That's the book.
Why would y'all sit here and not be that type of man? You got to be in the forefront.
Yes, sir.
That's the kind of people we are. We got to stop being behind. These crackers make us fear and make us run and hide. We'll kill each other and go to other ends of hell to kill each other.
Yep.
Cracker come you right on your knee bow trying to give them everything you got.
Yep.
Now, stop hating one another. They taught us to hate each other. Mistreat our women. Isn't that right? Don't not teach our kids no self-respect. We got to change this thing up. I'm here.
Yes, sir.
That good, I can't. honor, praise.